Welcome back to Senior Living NTX. Today, my guest is Lindsy Sims at Ariel Pointe in Sachse. Lindsy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi there, I'm Lindsy Sims, Community Relations Director here at Ariel Pointe in Sachse. We are a 207 apartment continuous care community that has independent living, assisted living, and memory care.
Awesome. And today I really wanted to talk to you about the assisted living side, because we've talked about in a previous video the continuum care, and you just mentioned it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that transition from independent living over to assisted living?
Yeah, so we really want to help our independent living residents stay in independent living as long as they can. So we work with a multiple number of outside help to help get them the resources they need, like private caregiving. If they just need a little bit of extra help, that will help them stay in their apartment longer. We also utilize visiting physicians and try to really bring all the resources necessary here to the community.
Awesome. So y'all have outside partners that come in to the community and help the resident age in place longer for as long as they can.
Yes, absolutely. That's the goal.
I love that. And I've also noticed when people get to the community, the residents, the quality of life improves. Just belonging to the community, having a purpose, having friends and activities. I see a lot of, just happy people when that happens. So to extend that in IL as long as possible is great. So let's talk about once it is time to come over to assisted living, what does that transition look like?
Yeah, so since they are already an established resident here, moving is just really right down the hall. They are used to seeing the familiar faces and the help that they're going to get. And the main difference between independent living and assisted living is going to be the 24-hour caregiving aspect and the medication management aspect. But it's still going to feel like home because they are not leaving the building.
Awesome. So it's just moving to another room in the same house. I love that analogy. Okay. So beyond assisted living, there's another step where that continuum of care can continue. If I said that right, I don't know. So memory care. A lot of people don't really know what memory care is and what the options are. And we haven't done a lot of videos on that. So let's dive into that one and help them understand a little more about it.
Yeah. So working with families that are needing memory care is probably where my heart is. If taking care of a loved one with dementia is an extremely hard job, and sometimes they just need somebody to tell them that what they're doing is hard and it's okay to ask for help. So when they come in, it's really about seeing the help that they need. Whether Ariel Pointe is the right community for them does not matter. I want to help them regardless navigate the process of finding the right care.
And that's huge for the family. So we dealt with that with my grandmother. She had dementia. She had Lewy body, I believe. So it was hard. There weren't any resources, which is part of why we're trying to help educate people on the resource that's available and to have that support group for the family. You've got a family friend that they're now going through it with their mom. And I saw her in another community to where I was able to help her just be there for her and let her know that there are support groups and there's staff involved. Is there anything at Ariel Pointe or in the community where the family can go get some support?
Absolutely. So we do a dementia support group once a month here, and we encourage families and outside families to attend to have that open space to talk about the difficult journey of caring for somebody with dementia.
Yeah, because it's hard on the caregiver and to know the community. The communities here with Civitas that I visited are wonderful in the memory care. They have lots of resources. They're very compassionate. So I love seeing it from that side of the resident to have that quality of life, but then to have that support group, I think is huge. And I can't state that enough. Like there's help and there's assistance for you. Don't go through it alone. Even if it's just coming here into the community and visiting with Lindsy and just crying with her. That's okay. That happens. It's part of the journey. So that support is phenomenal. Is there anything else we need to know about memory care, like what's provided or anything like that?
Yeah, so memory care is full level care. So we are going to handle all the care needs, all the foods, everything is included in that care. And I think what families could know is moving your loved one to a community when they have dementia is actually usually harder on the family than it is the loved one that they're moving. So the socialization that they get, being in a community, they often thrive. So
Absolutely. Is there anything you want to give the viewers, like a piece of advice or a word of encouragement that might help them through this before we wrap it up?
yeah, I think it's important to know that you're not alone, and it's just asking for help and finding a trusted person that you can help. And I'm happy to be that person.
Awesome. Well, if the people want to contact you or learn more about the community, how do they do that?
Yeah, so please don't hesitate to call me on my cell phone. It's 817-542-7293, or you're welcome to come by Ariel Pointe of Sachse.
Awesome. So come by for a tour, give you a call. We'll put the link to the website in the description. And if you found value in this video, please, please, please share it with somebody else who you think might find value, and like and subscribe so that you can follow us for more educational senior transition videos.